Okay, so this is the gear that I take with me for a day out climbing in Scotland in winter. It's one day mountaineering, so yeah, take as little as possible really. Just try to go super light because the focus is on the hard climbing. So you want your gear to be as light as possible. Starts with a rucksack. I hate the idea of carrying more than a kilo up the hill before you even put anything in the bag. So this is a BD speed sack, 30 litre. Ditch the hood, you don't really need it. So super light, just the right size. And I kind of use the same harness for everything really, sport climbing and winter. Just stripped down, super light, it's just a harness with gear loops. Simple as possible. Crampons, nice and sharp. Always need sharp crampons and tools. My hat and my helmet, again, the lightest helmet you can get. Yeah, the extra weight there. My rope, this is a Sterling rope, 7.8mm half rope, super skinny, as light as possible, but a 70 metre, which makes it a bit easier for doing long abseils if you have to retreat off a route or something like that. Ice tools, BD fuels, the best tools you can get really. Again, super sharp and ready for action. My rack, now this is a rack for a standard kind of hard mixed route in Scotland, and you know they're long pitches and the gear is not always amazing on all of them, so you do have to take quite a lot of gear. So I've got cams, got small yellow up to big blue and doubles of the middle sizes. And that'd work if the weather's kind of dry and there's not verglass in the cracks. But if I'm going to be doing an easier route or an ice route, or I know there's going to be verglassy conditions, I probably want to take a handful, maybe less than half those cams. But if the cracks are dry, then they're really important. All the passive stuff. Well, I've got 3 slings there. Sometimes I might take 4 120 slings. Some tat and a knife in case. Generally I'm trying new routes, so you never know what's going to come up. It might just not go, so something to retreat from. I've got a couple of hooks, absolutely amazing bits of gear, a bit of a lifesaver in winter. You can get a really good runner in a verglass crack where you just wouldn't get anything else. And I've got the smaller version, the Terrier. Really kind of useful bit of kit to get you out of trouble. Hexes, aka cowbells. They're very noisy, but they go in iced up cracks and make really bomber runners and anchors. And a double set of wires. You go through a lot of wires on a big long mixed pitch, especially the big ones. So plenty of gear, but I can share that with my partner. I only need to take half. And a couple of pegs as well. Medium pecker and a big pecker. Really useful bits of kit in thin cracks. And a couple of blades, nothing more. And 12 draws, again, light as possible, don't need to be any heavier than that. Goggles, unless the forecast is really good, this can get you out of trouble. Camera, Canon EOS M, really good compact, but with a big sensor like an SLR, so you get really nice shots, but still small enough to be compact in your chest pocket. I don't have my hood for my rucksack, but I just put my head torch and my compass and my phone in a wee waterproof bag and shove it in the rucksack. That's all you need. So clothing, loads of gloves, mountain stretch gloves for belaying, fibre pile, lining, really good, nice and warm. And I just generally take loads of actual climbing gloves because a dry pair of gloves, dry warm pair of gloves stuffed inside your chest pocket for the crux pitch or for the end of the route. They're a real lifesaver if your gloves start to get wet if it's really bad weather. Actual clothing on me, top black pants and a jacket. A bit of a bomb shelter, really essential just to have full Gore-Tex Pro. Yeah, really, really good, and much lighter these days as well. For mid layer, I've got base layer. I've got an Eclipse top and an Eclipse Inferno jacket for a light compact mid layer. Occasionally, if the forecast is really bad, I might have something a bit more substantial because I do feel the cold a little bit. And for beeling and general sheltering from bad weather, always have my Fitzroy jacket in the bag. So just an amazing bit of kit just to throw on, and then you'll feel horrendous on a beelie until you put that on, and then everything feels a lot better. And finally, food. Yeah, again, it's one day mountaineering, so I have a big breakfast and drink my body weight in tea before I leave, so I don't need to take a lot with me. So just take 3 Cliff Bars and a little platypus, which I can fill up at the CIC hut or something, so I don't have to carry it all the way up the hill. But the one liquid that I do like to carry on the hill, some Iron Brew. That's my secret weapon, really, to keep the psych levels high if everything's feeling pretty bad. So that's it, nothing more, just as light as possible. Okay, let's go climbing.